Hey guys! So, my name is Lamaya Hernandez, and for those of you who do not know me, I want to say that this is a really good video for you to get to know me. In this video, I'm going to just talk about what my process was like of starting, my business. Why did I want to start my business? And all of the things in between, right? So, let's go ahead and get on into it and let's get started. Deep down.
Are having a great day. It is Tuesday.
All right. So I just want to say that when you decide to start a business, no matter what it is, right? If you're just turning your hobby into something like more consistent, I want to say that your why is really important. Okay. So that's like the main purpose of this video, to make sure that your why is strong. If your why is not strong, then you're not going to be committed. Just flat out, right? You're not going to be committed. So make sure that your why is strong, right? So let's just leave that there. All right. So I started Sea of Hope in 2020, right? And y'all, Sea of Hope was really birthed out of a time where I was in a very rough place. I think us as the world, we were in a very rough place, right? So out of all of that chaos, right, came something beautiful, necessary, revitalizing, and hopeful, right? So, four things, right? And I didn't know how much I needed Sea of Hope to be in my life until I had started Sea of Hope. So, as of right now, Sea of Hope is we blog, right? So understanding that who you are spiritually and who you are mentally, that they are connected, and we do that through storytelling, right? Hence, if you didn't catch it yet, it's a blog, right? So we blog on a monthly basis, and that's what we do, right? We really love what we do, and one day, very soon, I will make it work. I'll have the male blogger come on and talk, and we'll have a chit chat with him. So y'all are gonna love him. But I really needed to birth out Sea of Hope. Okay, I needed Sea of Hope to come alive, and I needed it to come alive because during that time I had just gotten laid off of my job in like late February, just before the pandemic happened, right? I'm like sitting in my apartment looking around, like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? Because I don't know. And life happens, right? The pandemic comes full blast like a month later. So that was a lot. And then in April, my grandfather passes away. So it was very shocking and jolting and scary because number one, we didn't know what was going on. He was in a whole other state. And we didn't know, if we could even go see him. We didn't even know if we could like get into the state. We had no idea. So just trying to make plans for all of that was like, whoa. Um, Dealing with death in my family, dealing with just the simple grief of losing a job that I really enjoyed, and being in a place of confusion, all of those things, and in the midst of a pandemic. Okay, all of those things. It was a lot. It was a lot. Let me just say that it was a lot. So, Sea of Hope was my echo to myself and to the world that whatever's going on with you spiritually, just know it's connected to who you are mentally, right? It's a call and answer to where you are in your spirit, right? And also in your mind. So making sure that we understand that those two things are connected. Because if we don't understand that those two things are connected, then we're going to be pretty lost. Pretty lost. Give me, hold on, wait one moment. Okay. So yes, Sea of Hope started in 2020. All right. And I just want to say that when I started Sea of Hope, it was just the idea. It was just a thought in my head. It was just a thought in my head, right? And I did not know how to make it come out. I didn't know how to make it come alive. I didn't know how to do that. I had no idea. And I was sharing this with one of my family members that I trust, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I know somebody who's great, and they could like help you like bring this out." And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever, I need it. Sure, bring it, bring whoever, yes." And that is how I met my business mentor. And I will share more about who she is later one day in another video. But my business mentor is an awesome woman. She came about to me during that time. So I want to say that you definitely need a business mentor, right? So whatever business you're going to start, you need a business mentor. You need not just somebody that you're like watching off afar and from a distance, seeing what they do, how they act, how they run their business. You need somebody that's going to coach you, somebody that's going to coach you, be with you, reach you on, hold your hand, cry with you if necessary, and call you out when you need to be called out. You need a coach. So my business mentor, she was all of those things for me, and honestly more. She's amazing. All right. She's awesome, y'all. Um, she was there for me, right? And from there, I realized that I needed a team. And I appreciate her for bringing up the fact that I needed a team, right? So I have my business mentor, I needed a team. And then she was like, "Hey, and you also need a place to actually host your blog." I was like, "Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing." So I needed a platform, right? I needed a place that I was going to actually host the blog. So I began to just, do some research and just see what was out there, right? What did I like? What didn't I like? What did I think was important? And how did I want to have my blog be presented to the world, right? So just to name a few platforms, these are not all of them, but just to name a few. So there's Wix, GoDaddy, WordPress, Squarespace, and some other things that I don't know. But the one that I decided to use was Squarespace. Okay. So Squarespace, I chose Squarespace because I have an iPhone, guys. I have an iPhone. All right. That's why I chose Squarespace. Well, that's one really big reason why. The second big reason why was just general connectivity, right? Just having a streamlined, I hope y'all know what this is, a streamlined process, right? So I didn't want to have 50,000 apps to host my blog, right? I just wanted one place that I knew was going to be compatible. That's the word, compatible. That I knew was going to be compatible with my everyday devices, right? So specifically my phone. All right. So I was like, okay, let's go for Squarespace. And I also chose Squarespace because of how simple it was for me. It was simple to use. Wix and GoDaddy, they just they didn't seem like they just didn't they weren't doing it for me. So I went ahead with Squarespace, right? As far as the learnability of it, the quickness of it, Squarespace. So that's what I chose. I also looked at quite a few of the features, right? So I compared the features of what Squarespace could offer compared to the other ones. And I was like, okay, Squarespace. And I also looked at prices, right? So I compared, the different prices of Squarespace to the other ones. And yes, if you're just, going based off of prices, you might say, oh, well, this one's cheaper than this one. But when it comes to prices and features put together, I said Squarespace. Yeah. And it works for me, right? It works for me. And what I really liked is that with the team that I was building, they had the ability to go ahead and like have many accounts, right, to post the blogs, and to be co-authors. And I appreciated that because it was really important for me to have more of the space and time and room to do the things that I needed to do, right? I didn't need to always go on there and always paste the blog, always edit the blog. I needed them to have that responsibility and to just write the blog, post it, put it up as a draft, and I proofread it, edit it, give them, any corrections that need to be made, any critiques, and connect the image to it and put it up there, right? And I want to say, since it was 2020, we know we didn't really have a lot going on then in the world. We didn't really have a lot going on then. We were pumping out blogs every week. We were pumping out blogs every week. And now that I am here 2 years later, I look back and I'm just like, that was a lot, Lamaya. That was just too much. That was way too much. And I'm grateful for that mistake because that mistake now shows me who I am, right? So what kind of person I am. Oftentimes, I am a all in or nothing type of person. Okay, either I'm gonna give my all in all, or you're just gonna get kaput. Like you're just gonna get just fizzles. Okay, um, so I'm really grateful for that, and I just want to say that I'm grateful. Like I'm so grateful for them. Now, not everybody is still on the team. Now it's me and one male blogger, which is perfectly fine. Just for the sake of what makes sense, this is good, right? This makes sense, right? So just having one female blogger and one male blogger, it makes sense, right? Having one person with the female perspective and one person with the male perspective is great, and it makes sense, right? So am just so grateful for the other team members that were on at the time because they just wanted to help. They just wanted an outlet. And what's really amazing about just the process is that I realized those individuals, so me and those individuals writing blogs for people, it was our own therapeutic process, right? So if you go back to like the very beginning and look at our blogs, you'll be like, man, this is some deep stuff. Like this is like, oh. And the reason why you will think that is because healing, right, was coming out of the words that are on the screen, right? Healing. And I'm just so grateful that they had the opportunity to do that. And I'm grateful that I still have the opportunity today to do that. So, yes, there you go. The next thing that I want to talk about, right, is just, letting you guys know that this is a process, right? This is a journey, and it's been 2 years. It's really, really, really like crazy to recognize, like, okay, this has been happening for 2 years now. And I have to say, this year, something that I know that we're supposed to be focusing on is consistency and consistency. Okay. So those are the things that we're supposed to be focusing on. And that's all the way through, right? All the way across the board. Like at the beginning of the year, I was just praying in my quiet time and I was like, God, what are we supposed to be, like writing about this year? This was in like December. What are we supposed to be writing about this year? Like, I got 12 months ahead of me. What are we supposed to be writing about? Like, let me know. Let me know. And I got every single topic for every month, right? And I wrote it out. I assigned people to it. I grabbed guest bloggers to write for a month. So me and the male blogger were not, bombarded like every single month. We have some time to breathe. That's really important too. So whatever you choose to do with your business, make sure that you have a business mentor, make sure that you have a team, even if it's you and one other person, somebody besides your business mentor to support you, right? And make sure that wherever you choose to host your business, that it makes sense for you. You want to make sure that it's affordable. You want to make sure that it is tangible for you. Okay. So, guys, I hope this helped. I hope this explained a little bit. You guys are great. You guys are awesome. And let me know if this helps. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys want me to dive into. All right. Bye, guys.